going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Well, today I am at Mountain View Cemetery in Oakland, California. I wasn't going to come here today because they are on strict guidelines about, what days of the week the general public can come in here. And then I realized, well, late yesterday, which was Friday, I just realized, well, tomorrow's Saturday. Tomorrow is what do they call the recreational day that they'll let the general public into Mountain View Cemetery without having to have a family member inside. They do general visitation on Wednesdays and Saturdays only if you don't have family in here. And if you do, then you can come 7 days a week. But then I realized, oh wow, tomorrow's Saturday, so I can come back and get in here and explore. So what I want to do here is explore a couple different areas of this cemetery I didn't get to see the last time. A couple areas that I was made aware of the last minute, like a few days ago. So let's go explore this beautiful cemetery and see some stuff possibly we haven't seen here before. Now we are getting back up in here, spots that I have not seen before off of the main road here. And there's a trail that goes back behind the trees over there too. There's a lot of this place I haven't seen. Man, we are getting into some old territory over here. Crazy. I have never seen this part of the cemetery before. Whoa, what do we got here, kids? Let's look at some of these stones over here. Jeez. Amelia B. Clough, born Rockford, Illinois, I think, August 29th, 1852, died June 11th, 1896. And Robert, born November 6th, 1816, died December 8th, 1868, native. Oh man, I can't even make that out the bottom there, that's crazy. Holy heck. We got some stones here that are turned over as well. Looks like this one fell forward. Looks like it's a big heavy one too. Looks like that's the possibly, yeah, the base back here. And I guess it just fell over forward. No way in heck I'm gonna be able to turn that over to read it. Some of these stones, holy heck, are broken and set to the side. I can't even read that. Oh no, I'm sorry, Thomas is the last name on that. Letty Elizabeth Shepherd died March 25th, 1892. And that came off the base too. I can't read what the bottom says, but there was something that says she was a loyal something. I really can't make it out. So I found a photo of Letty's stone, I guess, on the Find a Grave app, and I guess the picture obviously was taken while the stone was still standing. So I will include that picture in this video right here. But definitely it looks like it was broken off of the base there, so probably, no good vandalism, which sucks. So as I go, if I find people of interest, I will point them out, but really what this video is about is me just, like I said earlier in the video when it started, kind of exploring areas of the cemetery I have never seen, and not really be under the pressure to find a certain someone or a certain notable. And if I come across notables or somebody who was somebody in the community, I will definitely talk about them. But I kind of like just this free roaming explore that I'm doing in this cemetery right now, and seeing this area here that I've never laid eyes on before. It's like hidden Mountain View Cemetery up in the hills, and the walking trails up in here and everything. And this awesome stone, this is Henry P Coon. And I looked up Henry here on the Find a Grave app, and it said he was a San Francisco mayor. He served 2 terms as mayor, and he also had a medical practice and an importing company as well. And Henry also participated in organizing manufacturing and wholesale vinegar business. He was an active member of San Francisco's Vigilance Committee of 1856. So, died December 4th, 1884, that is. I couldn't almost make out that 4. And he aged 62 years. And Ruthetta was his wife, was his spouse. She died August 17th, 1876, aged 52 years. He was 62, she died at 52. Very interesting. And around the outside of this thing, I'm going down this little path on the side. Nice paved. As you can see, oh wow. There's some stagnant water, there's some flowing water down there, and there is some graffiti on this wall here. And I noticed the graffiti in there on the wall there on the overpass, and I came across this interesting grave area right here, and unfortunately I do believe there is some graffiti on this, which is horrible. It's kind of hard to get a good view of this thing. Sidney Law Johnson, Cornelia Covington, wife of Sidney Law Johnson, born in Bowling Green, Kentucky, August 5th, 1822, died at Oakland, August 6th, 1893. And Sidney, born New Haven, Connecticut, December 15th, 1808, died at Fruitvale, July 22nd, 1887. Kind of hard to see this stone here. And I can see on the side here, unfortunately, I was talking about, looks like graffiti, which is horrible. I mean, some people just do not have any respect. Now I'm getting off the beaten path here, definitely getting up into some stuff. W.F. Yates, 1877. Very simple marker here. Buried underneath some leaves partially. These are some old stones back here, guys. Oh boy, Marie, excuse me, Maria Louisa. Died November 21st, 1871, I think, aged 22 years and 22 days. Excuse me, my voice is all messed up right now. Wow, up underneath the trees over here. I don't even know who. There might be this little stone right here, actually. Oh shoot, I'm gonna fall in. Mildred Pauline Crypt died May 25th, 1899, aged 10 years, 4 months, 25 days. I wonder, there's some young people so far in here. I wonder if this is like a child section or a young person section or something. My cell phone signal is no bueno right now up in here deep, so you let me know if some of these names are somebody that you guys can figure out, some of my genealogy buffs, because I'm way up in here now and my cell phone signal is really not good. So as you can see in front of me on the other side of this fence, there's houses. So people's garages and houses are right next to some of these graves. This one right here. Oh wow. This is all broken up here, as you can see. There's just bits of stone everywhere over here. Thomas Gilbert something or other. There's a bunch of mud there. I'm not going to step in that, but that is crazy. Nancy F. Williams, 1828 to 1899. Yeah, I just checked my cell phone signal to try to look up some names again. I don't got no signal up here. So, like I said, if you guys know, throw it out in the comment box who some of these names are that I'm reading. If they were somebody in the community or anything you could find out about them. Because up in here, these individuals are forgotten up in here. Under the trees, next to the hillside, leaves covering stuff up. It's crazy. Geez, gotta watch out here. Looks like there's a stone here. This looks like the land is coming apart here with the water trickling through. I can't even make that out. Whew, under the trees here. Hannah N. Watchers, 1851 to 1899. Oh heck! This is a. Looks like when they dig a grave, it looks like the little board they use to cover it, but maybe a grave dug and forgotten about. Yeah, I could tell they just put a board over it because I guess the grave was starting to sink in. I kind of lifted the board a little bit. There's nothing to see, but you could tell the ground is starting to sink in a little bit. Here we are. William H. Lessel's birth unknown. He died August 21st, 1876. I found him on the Find a Grave app. It says, inscription of the stone, it's on the Find a Grave app, in memory of William H. Lessel's, late midshipman of the ship British Duke, who was drowned at Oakland Wharf August 21st, 1876, born in Sunderland, England, aged 18 years, erected by the officers and crew of the above-named ship as mark of respect to their deceased shipmate. So, found a guy that was on a ship. It's kind of hard to make out the inscription. I knew, what made me want to look it up was the anchor. I knew he was some kind of seaman. But yeah, but what I just read off the Find a Grave app is what this stone says as well. But his birth was unknown. So on the Find a Grave app, there was a pretty good picture provided of the stone, but it was probably better lighting when it was taken. The person who entered it on Find a Grave was named Eric McGuire. So shout out to Eric McGuire. I'm going to throw his picture in the video here right now so you can see a good shot of what this stone looks like. Man, this is insane. Like I said, this is like hidden mountain view. I mean, obviously people know about it up here. There's Find a Grave entries for people, but still, man, this is an area a lot of people just do not see. And look in here. Look at this. My goodness. God, this one is so weather beaten, I can't even make it out. Whoa.
It's basically a synonym for perseverance.
Right.
George Rice. Up underneath all this greenery. I'm getting a spotty signal, so some of these names I can look up and some of these names I can't look up, but this is insane. So I found out a little bit about George Rice here. I guess a member of the Oakland Fire Department died August 2nd, 1881, aged 30 years, native of Germany. And again, Eric McGuire on the Find a Grave app had entered a picture of this stone in a good, I guess before all this stuff grew here. This, because in the picture there is there's nothing around it, and it looks really clear. So I'll provide a photo. And I wonder how many more are up underneath this tree that just aren't visible, if there's any. But this place, you know, it's a treasure. It's like an Easter egg hunt. You're finding stuff as you're going, and stuff you hadn't seen before. Mother Martha Johnson, 1833 to 1879. And this one is James. God, I can't even make out the name on this one. January 8th, 1882, aged 64 years. Amelia, I can make it the first names, just not the last names. And the dates: died September 13th, 1879, aged 15 years, I think that is. Hope this is coming out better on the camera than the naked eye. Man. Getting into the outback here. I'm gonna go around. And I found these little stones here. Carrie M. French, it says number 4. Hattie Gilman, 5. This is odd. Ida W. Eberlin, 2. Huh. And there's stones up in here that are just busted up. As you can see, there's a ton of graves back here. I had heard this cemetery has like a potter's field. I wonder if I just stumbled upon it. But I thought it was more closer to the office than it is up in the hills here. But I don't know. Eveline Pickering, 22. So if any of you guys know what these little stones are, like I said, I'd read somewhere that this cemetery did have a potter's field, but the way it sounded to me, it was closer to the front office than it was all up in here. So I'm really not sure, but let me know if you guys know. There's Francis Cummings. Again, I think I might know, I don't know if this is a potter's field, number 14, because there's a stone over here that I just saw through the bush a minute ago. Right here. I think this explains it. I'm gonna have to look this one up. It says, in his name, the king's daughter's home. I'm gonna try to have to look that up and see what that is. But this might be the explanation as to all these little stones here. Okay, I googled this. It says the king's daughter's home was a hospital for incurables, those that medical science of the day had no way to treat. Stroke victims, the aged and infirm, or people with tuberculosis. At 3900 Broadway, the Julia Morgan design building dedicated to 12 is now used by Kaiser Permanente, so Oakland, definitely because I'm in Oakland. But the King's Daughters, later the International Order of the King's Daughters and Sons, Christian service organization founded in 1886. The order's symbol is a Maltese cross, which is on the stone here, and its name refers to God. Okay. So it was a hospital for incurables, and that's, I guess, all the people that had passed, I guess, at that hospital were put here with very little explanation. Amelia Glaze, 57. I mean, yeah, this place is just full of these little tiny stones. Interesting find, guys. I've never heard of that before. Very simple little stones. All right, guys, this is gonna do it for this video, but I'm gonna stay up in here in this little hidden area and truly see what I could find up in here. I think I found some pretty cool stuff, some pretty well-known or known people in the community. You know, I found out a couple of things today that I didn't know before. So I'm going to continue to explore up in here for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I know it was kind of off the beaten path. It's not like, you know, a lot of famous people and stuff like that. But I'm finding this very interesting and finding a lot of these hidden graves just fascinating. And I'm going to stay up here in the hills and continue to walk and explore and document. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and click that bell icon. Therefore, you can be notified of all of our future uploads. Thank you again, and talk to you later.